What's up, everyone? I'm Paul, known online as the Gingerbread Man, and I'm a digital artist. I'm going to be taking you through the process of creating this artwork today. This is the very first time I'm trying out this format on the channel, so if you're here, thank you for checking it out. I'm still not sure about regular content on this channel, but I'm definitely going to be doing more walkthroughs of my art like this, and maybe some music reactions as well. So we first get started in Blender, where I lay out the basic scene, set up my camera angle, and set the ratio as well. I know this is going to be a vertical post on Instagram, so I dial that in straight away so I'm not too worried about what's outside the camera. I was quite inspired by looking at this particular photo I came across. It's got that perfect touch of bio-brutalism to it, and I'm a huge sucker for solar punk, so I thought, let's make this look a little futuristic. And I thought I'd set it in the same world as Hikarishima, which is another art piece I made nearly 2 years ago. So just by scaling the default cube quite a few times, yes, I did not delete the default cube, we're able to block out the scene very easily. And I'm just trying a few different layouts. I'm trying out a few lighting scenarios in rendered view. I'm still not quite entirely happy with the colors and whatnot just yet, but that's something I can always come back to and maybe even fix in Photoshop. So here I am adding some materials to the scene. Since it's going to be concept art, I don't have to worry too much about the shapes and textures being 100% accurate and realistic. It's enough to get the idea across, and I know I'm going to be photo bashing on top of this anyway later on, so I'm not too worried about all the exact details, but I like to lay it out in a way that it looks good as a render straight out from Blender. This is the Botanic add-on, and I'm just grabbing a few plant assets to scatter around the scene. So going back, I'm trying to fix the lighting a bit more, and I realize, I'm just going to add the background in Photoshop instead. I've got the general colors down, so let's not spend too much time worrying about that. Here I'm trying to see if some lights would work along the balcony, and I finally land on this. I'm adding a few more ivy pieces here and there, and quite happy with how it looks. So now I'm also grabbing some structural assets. I guess these are like the wooden things which, vines grow on and stuff. The wood texture really adds a nice pop to the whole scene. And this is how it looks straight from Blender. I haven't done any post-processing yet, but we're going to drop this into Photoshop and see if we can make this look even better. I've also extracted a mist pass from the render, so this helps with adding a lot of depth to the scene by creating fog. So now we're in Photoshop. Since it's transparent, I dropped a background in, found some nice sky photos and edited them a little bit. I found some concrete pictures. I photo bashed here. I came across this industrial looking photo on Pexels. Those vents look really cool. Another layer of simple cables. So here's where the mist pass comes into play. It's really simple. You take the black and white image and drop it into a solid layers mask, and then you can adjust it using curves or levels. So this is another layer just of different text and designs dropped in, a bit of world building and references to other artworks in the past. Here's a bit of lighting adjustment and a color lookup layer. I've darkened the left side of the screen to sort of draw your eyes closer towards the middle and right side. And finally, a noise layer on top makes it look more like a photo. And these tiny color changes really help the whole image look very cohesive, in my opinion. So here's a comparison of the render straight from Blender and the final image in Photoshop. Thank you for being here. I hope you've learned something out of this. If you have questions about how certain things are done, drop them in the comments. I'll see if I can help you out, or maybe even make a tutorial on those in the future. But yeah, you can find me on Instagram at the Gingerbread Man. I'm going to be reacting to Sleep Tokens, even in Arcadia album dropping this Friday. Oh man, I'm excited for that. So thanks for tuning in. See y'all.